Moment of truth. That is pretty cool. We've got a charging cable, a remote, screws, more screws, something special, no idea.
It's a nice colour we've chosen.
Good. I just realised I didn't consult you on the colour at all.
No, didn't consult me on anything.
During the roof renovation project, we put in 4 Velux windows up here in our loft space, and we were sharing the whole process every day on YouTube. And we got an email from some lovely people from a company called Smart Wings, and they said, love what you're doing, love the new windows, would you like some blinds to go over those skylights? And we said, sure. Now they're based in the US, and I was a little bit worried that the blinds wouldn't make it all the way here to Portugal. But there were no issues at all. We didn't have any issues with customs. They were actually shipped direct from the factory in China, and the plan is to install them today. So we need to unpack everything, do a little bit of assembly, get them mounted onto the rafters, and then see how the whole thing works. And they've got some kind of cool features that I'm really interested in checking out. They are battery powered, they're rechargeable. Each one has got a tiny little solar panel that comes with it, so there's no need to plug it in to recharge. It will be recharged by the sun, and they're also smart home compatible. So really looking forward to trying these things out. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so all of the parts are numbered. That's the bottom. Yeah, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 1 and 1. And then there are these connector blocks.
Bringing your home into the future.
Is it?
Smart Wings. In Texas, though shipped from China. Align the 4 tabs of the left side rail with their corresponding slots on the shade frame. So these 2 with those 2. So you turn it so that they all line up.
Well, yeah, that's kind of...
A1, insert the upper rail tab into the upper slot. Yep. Yeah, that's the sliding thing you have to kind of line up.
I think it's going to be easier to do it this way. A little bit fiddly. Maybe that's it. No, that's right. Okay,
Just
that's
like
in.
that?
Yeah, that's it. It's not like a... It doesn't really have like a push fit.
Okay.
Same on the bottom?
Yep, same on the bottom.
That doesn't feel like it connected at all. So these go in here.
Yep.
That goes in there. This bit goes in there.
Correct. So yeah, it slides in more than you had it before.
Yeah, it must do.
Yep.
But I had it touching the metal here.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's try again. I just want to be able to see it a bit more. So step 1, get yourself a decent working environment. Because on the floor is no fun. Go bottom, right, left, and top.
So you might want to put the tab into the
Yeah,
into that top frame and then slide it into
let's
that.
try that. So that comes off there and slides in there.
Yeah, I think that's going to be easier.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's better. Let me do this one.
Cool.
Yep, I'm in.
Cool. Okay, good. That's our frame.
All screws in.
It's pretty sturdy,
Good.
which is good.
Next up, you can take the Velcro off.
Right.
Ignore the big warning.
No, the warning says don't take it off until you've fixed it together with screws. We have now done that.
Cool little straps that I'll keep for something else. Thank you very much.
Cool, that comes off. Pry open the cover plate without causing any damage, hopefully. Or can we just slide it off, maybe? No, because it's got some kind of electrical connection. Bit like that. Ooh, fancy. To activate the motor from sleep mode, ensure it's properly installed and secured. Done. To awaken the motor, press and hold the programming button until the motor makes a jog sound.
Yep, that'll be it.
Nice. Okay, it's so far so good on the whole blind installation thing. We have 4 of these to do, and so the first one we're working out as we go and trying to understand all the details so we get it right. I'm sure the other 3 will be much, much faster, but we've got the frame set up, the motor has been awoken. We'll probably pair all of them to one remote later on. So now we're ready to actually attach it to the building. There's a couple of options. We could have had inside mounted, so within the window reveal. We have opted for an outside mount, mostly because we're a bit tight on space internally, and we want to still be able to open the windows if we want. And I think these would have got in the way if we did inside mount. So we're going to be mounting them to the outside onto the rafters. I think it's just a couple of screws on each side and we should be good to go. Because we're doing an outside mount, we are not going to need this fluffy stuff on the outside. So I'm going to try and take that off. One thing I haven't seen anywhere is like a capping piece that goes over this so that you don't see the extruded plastic when it's outside mount. Not sure about that yet. So you've had a genius idea.
Don't know how genius it is just yet, but because the window's heavy and we know that we're going to have to do this in 4 different locations, we've made a little template that we've marked the screw holes on, and we can kind of offer it up to the window, move it around a bit, tape it in place, get the right location that we want given the out of square nature of all of the different windows, drill our screw holes or drill our holes and then screw it in. In theory.
In theory. Would have been nice if it came with a template for this kind of thing, but I guess because they're all custom, that wouldn't be very easy for them to do.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're custom made to your exact size, so yes, that would be difficult.
But making a cardboard template, fairly straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. It's like Blue Peter.
Yeah. We've just lost all the American audience.
So I'm already seeing. Oh, so if I'm trying to have it square with this raft up here, then it is way out of square with this box. So then to have it square with the box,
that's what we want.
To go like that, bend down a bit, and then you're gonna have this bit that's not square. So it's like, what do we want? It to look out of square with the rafters, or out of square with the window? Probably
no, we want it to be in square with the window and the window liner box.
Okay. Might need to do it on the side here as well.
Okay.
No, this doesn't work. I'll definitely get a stapler out. Yep, okay. And then we can stand back and have a look. I don't think it is. Okay.
So I'm just going to do one for now, and then we'll jiggle it into place.
What we can actually do is put the screw in and then, because it's got these notches, just slide the window onto the screw.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the top left needs to go up.
Like that.
More. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Yep. I'm holding. Okay, should be good.
Yep, okay. Do that so that at least visually it's correct.
Because this top timber is twisted, it's creating a gap here. But we might be able to adjust for that.
I also think the cable behind it means that it's never flush, so...
Yeah, it's also a bit weird. But yeah, that's twisting that in a not very nice way.
So can you just loosen off that screw?
Well, that's what I'm going to try, yes. It may also help when this is more up in the correct place.
Nice colour.
Lovely colour.
Matches the rafters quite well.
Nice and quiet as well. Quite a bit of light through here, just because our rafters aren't square, straight or anything.
Plumb, level.
And I don't like that you can see this extruded plastic or the screw or some of the grooves up here.
Guess we'll be doing some more trimming.
Yeah.
It'll be easier than the other ones though.
Alrighty, that is one blind down and we've just got 3 more to go. We've got all 4 of the blinds installed. The last 3 were so much easier than the first one. It is amazing how much easier stuff gets when you've done the whole thing end to end, even just one time. The bad news is we now need to take them all out again, because now that we've put these in, we can see some of the dark wood on the inside, and because nothing is completely square and straight, it looks a little bit odd to be able to see different amounts of that dark wood on the inside of the blind housing. So we're going to take these off and paint all of that so it matches the rest of the window liners. And then we need to work out some way of trimming these out so that we can't see the slightly less attractive outside edge. Okay, cool. That one is added. Cool. So now that should do that one, and that should do that one. There we go, smart. Not me, the tech.
So this one's going to go there.
So just like when we did the window trim, we'll have that scribe line, and in this case we'll add 5mm to it.
Correct. So if you can take away yours and then come and hold the bottom piece in while I've still got this piece in.
Yep.
You're not going to be able to do this without 2 hands, are you?
Okay. Yep.
Got it? All
Yeah.
squared?
Yeah.
Okay, that's those two ready.
Ready? Happy?
We'll see.
Let's go and do a dry fit.
Something slightly out of square.
Probably our frame. So there's still a tiny bit of light coming through the side, but it's better than it was.
You can barely see it.
Yeah, it's fine. And obviously we're going to fill, sand and paint this in
Yes,
case
much-
that wasn't clear.
Much less.
Okay, we have a proof of concept for the trim for all of these blind frames. It was pretty straightforward, which is good, but there is a bit more work to do. We need to fill all of the screw holes, give everything a good sand, at least on the outside and all the visible bits. We're going to paint them white because we do have some brown paint, but it's oil-based, it needs multiple coats, and it takes a long time to dry, and we're running a bit over with this project as it is. So we're going to go with white, and I'll probably spray them because that will be faster as well. So we just need to make 3 almost identical frames. The scribing of each one will be slightly different, but the process is identical. So I think we will just jump ahead to something that we've not shown you before. Right, whilst we're waiting for paint and filler to dry, I'm going to do the last bit of the blind system installation, which is this, the power source. So there are multiple different ways that these can be powered. You can plug in a charging cable to the port on the front in the blind housing. You can have a DC powered or an AC powered unit as well. But because we didn't want to run any cables, and I also don't like the idea of having to remember that the blinds need charging and come and plug a cable in, we opted for this optional extra, which is a tiny little solar panel. It is a 5 volt 3.4 watt panel, and it's got a couple of sticky back things to stick it onto the window. And then because this top blind housing is a bit larger than the rest of it, that should hide it from view for the most part. So I'll stick that on the window, then there's a bit of cable that just plugs into this connector here, and I'll try and do a bit of cable management and keep it all nice and tidy as much as possible. Let's put a cable on this side. These are like the perfect size for these windows. I think that is just a happy accident. I guess you could probably stick it onto the window trim or surround if you didn't want to block out any of the light, but I think that will be fine like that. Well, that's got to be a good sign. So all of the solar panels are installed in all of the blinds, and I can see a green flashing light on each of them, which means that they are all recharging, which is great. And the last thing I was going to talk about and go through the setup for is the smart home installation stuff. So the motors that come with these are smart home compatible, and there's different motors based on which type of system you want to integrate with. There is a free one that comes in the base package, and then there's a load of different optional extras at different price points for the different systems. So apologies if any of this is a bit too technical, but if you recognize any of these terms, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. So the base model just communicates with the remote control. Then they have a Zigbee version, which communicates through the Zigbee protocol. There's a Z-Wave one, or a Z-Wave, I guess, if you're from the States. There is a dedicated Alexa motor as well. There is also one for HomeKit, and there's one that works with Matter over Thread. We've got the Zigbee motors here, and that will allow us to connect this up to a voice assistant, either an Amazon one or a Google one, also with Home Assistant. But a bit of an oversight on my part is I didn't read the documentation properly, and there is an extra piece of equipment that I need to actually connect this to my voice assistant, which is a hub, a Zigbee hub that can receive all of the communication from this blind and then pass it on to the voice assistant or Home Assistant or whatever it is. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do the smart home setup today. I need to go and buy another piece of kit. Bit of a shame, but I should have paid more attention when I was putting my order in. Good job that wasn't inside the track. Looks better, doesn't it? Moment of truth. That is pretty cool. So, what do we think?
Charging, so that works. They look really good. I was a little bit concerned about the solar panel being mounted on the glass, but when you're standing in the middle of the room, because of the height of these, you don't even notice.
Well, even standing here, the camera cannot see the solar panel at the moment.
Yeah, they look really good. I was a little bit disappointed that we had to make trim, because maybe we would have done this trim differently had we known in advance. But The blinds themselves are excellent. They will serve their purpose, which is to keep the heat out in the summer and the heat in the winter. So we'll have two different sets of programs, one for winter, one for summer, which is nice. They look really good. And we didn't have to, because it does have a solar panel, have any ugly cables anywhere.
Yeah, that would have been really difficult to hide, given the design of up here.
Yeah, and we know that when we do lighting and stuff up here, we will have to surface mount some cables. So any surface mounted cables that we could avoid is a good thing. But yeah, they're really good, really nice. And I particularly like, by chance, that the color of the blind really complements the color of the rafters. It's just a little shade out, but it's a good match. They look excellent. Thanks, SmartWings.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Everything's worked out really nicely and the shades look and work great. If you're interested in picking up some of these blinds yourselves, I'll put all the details down in the description box so you can go and check them out. But I think that's pretty much it for today. We will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.